Dalton, end zone, hauled in by Boyd, touchdown.
Dalton gonna go for it all. He's got his man at the 10 to the 5.
Instead, he's gonna tuck it down and score. Andy Dalton in for 6.
I went from starting 9 years in Cincinnati to getting released late in the process, and then took the role as a backup last year, and then part of the season I get the opportunity to play again with Dak getting hurt, and so at that point I wasn't sure exactly how this whole thing was going to play out. And so for me, going into the offseason, you look at the teams that you'd like to go to, hoping that the Bears were going to be a possibility. And as this thing got closer, realized that it was going to work. And so I'm excited about the opportunity that I have here.
I know Matt Nagy talked about leadership quite a bit in the search for a quarterback, or a plan for a quarterback, whatever it was going to be entering this 2021 offseason. And leadership takes on many forms. It's not just a rah-rah guy or a guy everybody looks to. That's almost a given at the quarterback position. But it's about leadership in the huddle, leadership at the line of scrimmage, leadership in clutch key moments. Why do you have that leadership component he's looking for?
Yeah, I think you named a lot of the things that you want for your quarterback and you want to have as just a teammate. And so I think it just comes with how you come to work every day. Let everybody know that they can trust you. You're going to know what's going on. You can always make sure that you can help anybody out with anything going on, whether it be football related or something else. And when you build that trust and that with all your teammates, you can lead from a different perspective and lead from a different area. And so that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to get to meet my teammates, get to be part of this thing, and to really push this whole team to be the best that we can be.
It's always good to have an advocate in the building where you're going to, and you got one, obviously, in Bill Lazor, a man you respect and worked with for several years in Cincinnati. Does that mean a lot to you right now? And is that sort of shorten the gap in digesting what you're going to be asked to learn in this new Bears offense?
That's been great to have Bill here, and for us, we have a great relationship from our time in Cincinnati together. We've stayed in constant contact even throughout the seasons that he wasn't in Cincinnati, and so I think that's going to make this whole transition easier. A guy that already understands how I work, understands how I operate. I understand how he works too, and so I think when you already have that familiarity with somebody, and especially as him being the coordinator and everything, I think that just makes the whole transition easier.
Let's go back. Reload. 25. Come on, man.
There's a lot of offensive minds in that meeting room, and then you throw yours into the mix as well, because you got to tip the cap to any veteran quarterback that's put in a decade of work already, and you've seen everything possible. Is that enticing as well for you as a quarterback at this point in your career?
Being in Cincinnati for so long, and then getting going through different coordinators there, and then being in Dallas this past year, it's like, okay, I love the part of, okay, what can we do differently, or what's something different that I haven't done in the past? I've seen it on film, I've seen these guys do it, but how is this taught, how is this run, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be fun for me to kind of dive into this offense, dive into the playbook, and see, okay, what do we want to be? I can bring some of the stuff from my past, my experiences, and things that I like, and I think that just comes to the working relationship with all these guys. And so, like I said, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be fun to start this whole process.
You still rolling with 14?
14, keeping it going.
What's the significance of that number, if anything?
So my dad wore 14 in high school. He played quarterback in high school, and so all growing up I was number 14, and so I've been fortunate that I haven't had to change numbers.
Yeah, and also you can't help the fact that on Twitter already, people talking, man, this guy's got a good head of hair. That the red-headed rifle, right? The color almost looks like the color of the Bears C on the logo. So it seems like a good fit. Have you picked up on that yet?
Yeah, well, like I said, I spent 9 years in Cincinnati, so I've already had all the orange and all that kind of stuff. So, getting back to the orange, back to what fits is what I'm really excited about.
Dalton to his right, end zone, touchdown, A.J. Green.
So you're going to be the starter. You're coming here with a lot of history, a lot of experience, Pro Bowls. There's still a big piece on most quarterbacks, because not many win the Super Bowl. Most quarterbacks want that on their mantle and on their resume in the end. Is that driving you at the moment to finish up your career?
For sure. That's why you play this game. And all the work that you've put in is to get to that level and to get to that game and to win it. And so that's everybody's mindset. That's my mindset going into this thing, is I want to do everything that I can to help this team win a Super Bowl, and for this organization, this city, and there's no other goal that you need in your head except trying to win the Super Bowl.